Focus on yourself, on improving yourself, of being a good person yourself. Focus on you liking yourself. Do you like who you are? Be the best that you can be and do not try to be like anyone else.
Focus on yourself, my nigga. Only you motherfucking matter in your goddamn life. That's why it's a first-person video game. That's why everything is in first person. You need to focus on your damn self. Once you focus on yourself, everything is gonna start falling into place. Stop worrying about what your mama got going on. Stop worrying about what your homeboys got going on. Fuck your homeboys. Fuck your damn homegirls. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them. It's not you.
We should discuss overthinking with regards to managing ladies. I've been managing this discussion throughout recent years, and there is a very normal mix-up. I see folks make constantly in connections. It happens to a ton of folks that are simply managing ladies since they're attempting to date a couple all the while. That is, turn plates and think about certain choices. Fellows truly love to entangle their lives and legitimize why they make it happen. Not only do men make it happen, ladies do it as well. I have a few female clients of mine that I've managed, yet it is generally men as a result of their hunger for ladies and the battles that a great deal of them will quite often have. I see it in bunches constantly where they'll post a screenshot of, suppose something like a field report, which for those of you that are curious about that, is only, here's my text string. They post it in a confidential conversation gathering, a discussion or a web-based page discussing, hello, I did this, and afterward she did that, and afterward we did this, and afterward I said I plan to call. She didn't answer her telephone, and like this large number of successions of things, paved the way to them being confounded and saying, hello folks, help me out with this. For what reason am I not obtaining my desired outcomes? To respond to that inquiry and help you all somewhat more with this, you want to escape your own specific manner. Truth be told, the idea of turning off your bias is hard for some to comprehend. The most vital phase is that you need to become mindful of your own inclinations. The subsequent step is becoming mindful of the B/S around. Allow me to give you a model. We live in unusual times today where we have this Lagerbug thing actually going on. It's been happening for a couple of years at this point, and we're seeing folks that can't do specific things. There's certain folks that can see the code in the lattice. I comprehend the reason why they're doing this. Furthermore, for reasons unknown, they know about the BS being tossed at them. Truly, most guys are connected individuals to the general public. They are truly glad to consent to it and are connected to all of the public authority guidelines and the general connections to it. There are individuals who can see their own B/S, however not the state B/S. Yet again, the initial step is understanding your own self-talk. The next stage is to see your general surroundings and become aware of the garbage surrounding you. Both have significant importance. We should return to escaping your own particular manner. On the off chance that you don't perceive your own self B/S, how might you at any point escape your own particular manner? This is basically the fact of the matter I'm making here. You want to comprehend that generally, the meatball between your ears is commonly the significant obstruction to lucidity for a ton of guys, particularly while managing ladies. It disrupts everything since you're overthinking. Truth be told, ladies aren't just confounded. They have invested the energy into working on themselves, bringing in the cash, and losing the stomach fat. They are not a lazy pig. They have style, have basically arrived at their monetary, social, and renown limits. The fact of the matter is you want to move and escape your own head. Try not to overmuddle. She will in a real sense do pretty much anything to get with you. There's old stories from dating mentors of things where they would discuss ladies essentially completing pointless tasks to ensure that she can get with a person that she considers sufficiently high worth. The significant thing to recollect is that becoming self-aware as that person is the quickest course to provide for this objective. When you arrive at that level, you can defeat your deterrence. Quite possibly, of the most successive conduct I see in folks is their propensity to confound circumstances, text strings, field reports of what happened on days 1 and 2, and how you want to get in various stuff, And think about her hyper Karina. It's like how folks who are effective with ladies frequently have an enormous number of them close by. Men now and again behave like they're attempting to stow away from it. They say, "Better believe it yet, I'm excessively occupied. I'd prefer try not to manage that." Folks that have their life in order have stepped up wherever throughout everyday life. They couldn't care less about the assessment of others. Particularly ladies. I messaged her yet she didn't answer. I dialed her number. She didn't answer. Call the next young lady. Text the next woman on the grounds that, as we've seen over and over, they'll do anything assuming you're a sufficiently high-worth person. It's not generally that folks will be like, assuming I answered with this woody chit-chat line and reordered this text string from this dating mentor and afterward do what this pickup craftsman said, I'll presumably get her. They'll simply invest an excessive lot of energy confounding their life and afterward legitimize why they make it happen. Later, they don't get the outcomes that they're searching for, and they will go on the web searching for counsel from individuals who aren't exactly able to give it to them. What they truly should simply do is quit caring so much, escape their own specific manner, and they'll most likely need to manage themselves. Might it be said that you are as yet overweight? Lose some weight. Do you have awful style? Fix that. You got a terrible hairstyle since you're thinning up top. Shave your head or get a transfer. Do anything you need to do to fix what will be a drawback to your game. Yet don't invest in excess of energy on ladies. It's anything but a decent profit from venture of your time throughout everyday life. Attempt to sort out why you're attempting to put up a couple of hours or even a lifetime with these irregular broads. For what reason would you say you are adding to the disarray? Ladies' relationship ought to be an ocean of entertainment. Associations with ladies ought to be straightforward and charming. There ought to be a result of some kind or another. It ought to be productive. At the point when business visionaries were beginning their organizations, I would encourage them to make something straightforward, productive, and pleasant. The equivalent is valid for ladies. For what reason would you like to seek after these women? A ton of folks need to invest more energy sorting out why Becky didn't answer their message string, or why Nancy didn't pick up the telephone, or they just got one date out with a young lady, and she's currently ghosting him. All that reduces to exactly the same thing. She doesn't see you as the most ideal choice, and you're burning through your time overthinking it when you ought to be reinvesting that time in yourself, in something that will take care of you. I'm certain some of you have had to deal with this and have some channel stories to share. Feel free to do as such.